Hey traders, TG Watkins here. It is November 30th when I'm recording this. I hope you guys are doing great out there and enjoyed a little bit of extra time off since we had Thanksgiving. The markets were closed that day. And then we had early close on Friday, which, actually the markets behaved pretty well. There have been situations or a few years in the past where, we all wanted Friday to be a nice, easy day, and the market decided to sell off hard. So I'm really happy to see that this year market behaved. It was nice. It was up a little bit. Basically, we didn't have anything to worry about because this market was on an absolute tear this week. And for anybody who was wondering, I want you guys to go back and look at my last week's market update video, because this is where I said, hey, the market came down to 65.25, came down to the weekly 21, and everything was looking super duper oversold and very, very stretched. And I said, can we get a bounce? Can we get a bounce into Thanksgiving? This is supposed to be holiday week, seasonally bullish, all that kind of stuff. And I felt that the market had gotten to a point where it was oversold and at support. So we got it. This is great. This is what we wanted. And also part of this seems to be really based off of rate cuts. And so if we come over here and take a look at the Fed watch, you can see this is even higher. It's been crawling up to 87% likelihood of a rate cut in December. Now remember that at one point it was pretty much locked in. It was like 90% likelihood that there was going to be a rate cut, like we're going to get it. And then all of a sudden Jerome Powell came out with being hawkish, and then some of the other Fed heads were coming out being hawkish. And then everyone's like, oh boy. And then it was a combination of a lack of rate cuts coming in December and the whole AI situation. People were kind of getting some cold feet about that. And so they were trying to reprice it. And of course, if the market's not going to get rate cuts, then you have to change your expectations. And so that's why there were certain sectors of the market that really got hit based on this, basically small caps and things that really need lower interest rates. And so we went from, at one point, 34% chance of a rate cut up to, gosh, I think it jumped to 75%, and then 85%, and now we're 87%. And this, I think, is partly what's fueling the market back to the upside. So great to see, but I think that's just what's kind of happening here. So rate cuts for sure.